Hey guys, Mike with On Point Preparedness here. I wanted to give you guys some information that you can share with your families and friends if they have not already believed you in terms of the economic collapse scenario. Even if you have never played in the market a single day of your life, I promise you the charts that I will give to you today that you can share can be understood by anyone. And I think this is critically important in terms of all the events that are going to happen this September, fall, and into 2016, because I believe it starts with economic collapse. I think that the markets are going to collapse and it's going to be a global phenomenon. It's going to usher in an era that's greater than the Great Depression, and I think that results in a new world reserve currency, most likely being digital, and it will be the standing drawing rights, or the SDR, from the International Monetary Fund. Now, without getting too far down into that progression, I just want to bring us back into the technicals. So, before I show you the charts, think about price and volume in terms of this fashion. If there is a TV for sale on Black Friday and the price is at $1,000, and you have hundreds of people, all these people waving their money, I want this TV, I want this TV, and they sell and sell and sell, and then the next day comes around and they pump that price up from $1,000 to $1,200, and the same amount of people or more come in flagging their money, and they're like, I want it, I want it, I want it. Now, it makes sense that the price of the TV increases and increases, and so long as the volume or the demand from the people is increasing alongside of it, it sort of suggests that that price for the TV is rather healthy. And if you could invest in that TV, it's a good thing to do. Maybe I want to buy one of those TVs and then sell it later because I can see that there's a high demand for it. Fundamental principle of stocks is just supply and demand. Very, very simple thing. When I was trading, and I have stopped since pre-2008, and you pick up one of those trading or stock markets for dummies books, they will talk to you about price versus volume relationship. So let's look at the current stock market and show you how incredibly crazy the stock market price and volume is behaving. Right here. Here is around the 2008 housing bubble stock market crash. And I want you to take a look at the volume here. And you can see as I scroll, right here is the volume in billions per day. And you can see it's right around 5 billion, probably 5.5 billion average on any given trading day for this Dow Jones Industrial Index. Now we have the bottom of the stock market crash in 2008, and take a look at what the volume starts to do. Now we're in the 4 billions, and we progress further. Now we're in the 3 billions, we progress further. We're now in the 2 billions, and it actually goes down to about 1.5 billion as we end up here in 2014, 2015. So let me put a line to this just to show you the trend. Anyone can see that there is a significant drop-off in volume or demand for stocks, yet the price is increasing dramatically. So what does this tell me, and what should it tell you? It means that this price is a facade. It's completely false because it's not being driven by demand. No one is going in and buying TVs. No one is going in and buying these stocks because the volume is so low. The price is being influenced by other means. Now, I cannot describe to you all the means in which this price is being influenced, but they're not healthy metrics. It's being influenced by speculation and God knows what other manipulative factors they have going on in this whole digital market era. But again, going back to just the stock market for dummies basic 101, if you see a individual stock or an index increasing in price dramatically on lower and lower volume, it is not a good sign, right? So let me just, you can see the trend all the way from 2008. This is probably the most powerful graph that I can show you guys, but let me show you one more. And this is just of the last 3 months here. Here was that 1,000-point initial drop on one of these days here. And you can see the price is dropping and the volume is increasing. That is a very good indicator that people are selling the hell out of those stocks. Now, if the price were to drop and it's a very low volume, it just means vice versa, what I talked to you before. If the price is dropping and it's very low volume, it means that people aren't actually selling it. It's driven by other artificial factors which aren't as influential. But if you see the price drop and volume is high, it means it's a really big drop. If you see prices increase and it's really high volume, it's a pretty good indicator that it's going to keep on increasing. So look at these dips. Dip down, really bad, high volume. Price increase up, lower volume. A dip down again, higher volume. And this is, just within the last 3 months. And if you follow some of the other channels here, and I don't think I have it pulled up, but if you really want to get into technicals and all these different wave patterns and all the other things, everyone is screaming that there is a stock market collapse in the matter of days or at most weeks. This thing will not survive into the winter time. Now, if you have not been able to convince your family or friends to prepare, and they really don't buy the whole end times prophecy, or they don't buy it from a religious aspect, or they don't buy it from a global war aspect, try to find some segue into their hearts and minds and say, you're going to lose your entire retirement. Look at this, especially share with them this graph. It's pure and simple. This huge price swing up is not being driven from people buying the stock. It is artificially inflated via quantitative easing or the money printing by the Federal Reserve and the banks, and it is going to destroy you if you are not prepared. So I hope this little bit of information is easy for you to understand, and it's something you can easily communicate to others. All the best to you guys. This is Mike with On Point Preparedness. See ya.